Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
More and more people are realizing that the 21st of December is not the end of the world. If we're lucky, it will be the beginning of the end of the world as we know it. And then we will be much more free to build the world that we know is possible. But as the Hopi Indians have said, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And I know all of you here know that. But let's have a look at the first part of the title, Building a World United. As I see it, a world united will be a manifestation that happens as a reflection of where those individuals actually are at. If we want a world united, the individuals in that world must also be united. So I knew that I wasn't going to have much time to talk today, and I just jotted down a few points of what I wanted to say. When I looked, there were 7 points. When I looked closer, I saw that each point corresponds with one of the main 7 chakras, which I found interesting. So let's start at the bottom with Muladhara chakra, the first chakra. And this is the chakra we often associate with grounding, being rooted on the earth. I would also say that Muladhara chakra has to do with being grounded in reality. And one of the first splits we see in people is the split between the conscious self and the so-called the part people don't want to have anything to do with. And it's very, very important that this split is healed. And one of the difficulties I've seen in the many, many years I've worked with people on spiritual pathway is that there can be a tendency for people to fall in the trap of trying to be holy or trying to be what they think you would be like if you were enlightened. And out of this can come a lot of hypocrisy as people try to cover up the shadow instead of expanding and accepting the shadow. And this is one of the things I always speak with people who come to me for the first time at the ashram and other places. You need to be grounded in the reality of where you are right now. But again, I also remind people, don't get lost, don't get stuck in the part that is playing through you right now. You know, we are the self, we are all aspects of the one self, but we cannot come to that realization if we are separated, if we're not united within ourselves. And there is a beautiful song by a lady called Kitana. The lines of her songs, I often say in this one line is contained my whole teaching. She sings, "Don't mistake the weather for the sky of your being." Don't mistake the weather for the sky. And the sky of your being is the one self. The weather is everything that comes and goes in this role that is playing through you in God's Leela. So accept the role, expand in it. Learn to play your part more and more clearly, more and more beautifully, but never mistake the part. Don't mistake the weather for the sky of your being. And the other day I found a very nice quote from a lady called Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. I hadn't heard this before. She says, "People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, their beauty is revealed only if there is a light from within." And this is a beautiful and important teaching, especially in this Kali Yuga that is now coming to an end. We don't know what we're going to meet. Life is pretty tough for many people. There's all kinds of emotions people have to deal with, all kinds of situations. But the true test of how, let's just say how evolved you are, is if your light can still shine in times of darkness. And you know, I have the Singing Heart Ashram in Tiruvannamalai, and people who don't know me, they think I must be a great singer, and that is a very big joke. I don't have a good singing voice, let's just put it like that. But the ashram's name is Singing Heart in honor of that space within the heart that is always singing, no matter what the weather looks like. So it doesn't matter how upset you are, how angry, jealous, what self-pity is coming up, you can have all those emotions and still stay in touch with the love and the acceptance of the heart. And then you really are becoming free. So first of all, be grounded in the reality of the role playing through you. Ultimately, it's not who you are, but it's what God wishes to play through you at this moment in time. Then we can look at the Swadhisthana. Some call it the Hara. And this is the water chakra. It flows, you know. And actually, this chakra is also connected with sexuality. I was very happy to hear one of the people speaking earlier talking about how natural sex is. This was the topic of my talk yesterday in the other hall. You know, sometimes it is said the Hara, the Swadhisthana, is the home of the anima and animus. As you know, every man has an inner woman, and every woman has an inner man. And part of our healing of the separation is to bring together the masculine and the feminine. But it's also so that we incarnate in male and female bodies. And yesterday I was talking about the beauty of sacred lovemaking. And I'm not talking about complicated tantric techniques. I'm talking about a man and woman coming together in commitment to help each other walk the pathway and to bring together their sexuality, their love and their meditation. And you know, there was an Australian teacher many years ago, Barry Long, who said that thousands of years ago, before the vibration on the earth fell, men and women came together to make God. Today we talk about making love. Some people just have sex, but man and woman can come together and make God and make each other shine. And you just imagine, somebody today was also talking about the womb. You imagine babies being conceived from men and women who come together in sacred lovemaking. Just imagine what it would be like to be in that womb for 9 months, filled with unconditional love, cosmic joy and celebration. Let's move up to the solar plexus. Here we have the idea of I. From the solar plexus, you know, people want to get up here at the podium, but if the solar plexus isn't in balance, they don't want to get down again. Right? When your solar plexus is in balance, you shine like the sun when it's your turn, and when it's turn for somebody else to shine, you get out of the way. Now you imagine man and woman coming together, total love, respect, sacred sexuality. Just look at the love and respect they will give their child. The child is not going to be pushed down. When the time comes for the child to develop a sense of I, this will be a natural part of the child's development. The child will be allowed to shine. It won't be criticized and judged. It will be allowed to shine. And then the child will also be able to allow others in the family to shine. And we come up to the heart, the unconditional love and acceptance. This also begins in the family. A child that is loved and accepted unconditionally is going to relate to others in this way. And the power of the heart. You know, I often say to people, the anahata, get into your heart chakra. Never underestimate the love and the power of the love in the heart. It doesn't matter what the weather looks like. It doesn't matter what you're going through. The heart doesn't judge. Judgment comes from the mind. The heart doesn't judge. Stay in your heart, and then it's much easier to go through the things you have to go through. And a loving family helps a child, and they help each other to naturally expand, where they begin to see their neighbors as part of the family, the community as part of the family. It doesn't matter what religious background they have, what color they have. And then let's come up to the Vishuddhi, the throat chakra. Communication. As people learn the art of communication, then we're going to be able to communicate with all the different pockets of society in our countries. We're not going to feel threatened by the others. And you know, creativity is also a quality of the throat chakra. And I always advise people, try to find out how you can express yourself creatively. It doesn't matter if your creativity looks different from everybody else's, but if people can express themselves creatively, they keep the flow going. It's a joyful thing to express yourself creatively. Many people hold back because they compare themselves to others. The more you compare and judge yourself, the more you close down in the throat chakra. You look at, throughout the years, some of the amazing concerts we've had from singers, artistic people, performers. And one of the things you always see, and you saw from the very beginning, was everybody up on the stage together. Black and white and yellow and brown, Sikhs with their turbans, and you know, all of it. Everybody was there. Because in the joy of creativity, you sense the oneness. You know that it's this celebrating the diversity, and yet we are all one. So very, very important, the throat chakra and communications, so that a good use of the throat chakra, you will let go of this us against them mentality. Let's move up to the third eye. I don't belong to any religion, but I believe it's in the Christian Bible. It says something like, when your two eyes become as one, your whole being will be filled with light. The third eye, living from the third eye or being in touch with the third eye, I call it seeing with the eye of God. And what does God see? He doesn't see one better than the other. He sees the oneness and the diversity in the oneness. And you know, a lot of people, they talk about the Muladhara chakra, the first chakra, in connection with security. But there is also another kind of security you can open up to. And this is the security that comes from seeing through the third eye, seeing as God sees, seeing the oneness. And then from the third eye, we go up to the Sahasrara. And this is our connection with the cosmos. And a lady today, I can't remember who it was, she was talking about space and spaciousness. I loved what she said and what she did. One of the meditation retreats I often hold is called Spaciousness, resting in natural great peace. And the spaciousness we come in touch with through the Sahasrara. Our connection with the cosmos, these other dimensions. Many of us are already living in the fifth dimension, in the golden age. So these were some of the points I wanted to make. And then suddenly I saw how it fitted with the 7 chakras. And just going back for a moment to the hara and the sacred lovemaking, I was telling the people in the group yesterday, you know, about the Sahasrara. the spaciousness, the emptiness, the void, the cosmos. A man and woman in truly, truly sacred lovemaking, they become so still, so empty. There is no longer. And this is how together you can lift the energy up through the Sahasrara. And I can see I have about 4 minutes left. So 2 things I'd like to remind you of. One thing is, as I said in the beginning, the separation. We cannot have a world united as long as the beings are separated. And the more separation we have, the more war we create. And a country, a community, the world at war, is a community, a world that has turned far away from the self, the one self. And I am so happy today to see all over the world, everywhere, people are chanting the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurva Sva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yona Prachodayat. And in a nutshell, the Gayatri mantra means something like, there is only one consciousness flowing through everything in creation. May everything awaken to that understanding that we are one. And to finish off with, there's a few people here who have asked me if I'm going to do the rap. Now, I'm not a singer, but many years ago, a rap came through me. And I did it for the first time in India 2 years ago at the World United conference here in Hyderabad. So I said, okay, if there's time, I'll finish with the rap. Oh, nobody's telling me to hurry up, so I think it's okay. I need your help, okay? I need your help for the chorus. Now the chorus goes like this. You do it with me. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Okay, here comes the rap. You imagine some rap music in the background. Okay? This is a time of celebration starting to spread across the nation. Can you feel that great vibration? Do you know what it is? Self-realization. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. So go to satsang whenever you can. It's the fastest way to find I am. You're not your body, your feelings, or your mind. You are I am, and that's what you'll find. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Our planet is going through a very big shake-up, telling us all it's time to wake up. A whole lot of Buddhas is what we need, and there's millions of us who carry that seed. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Now, it's about time for those seeds to pop, and all those little egos to wither and drop. Then a light will shine forth across our earth as we begin to celebrate her cosmic birth. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Okay. Namaste. And blessings on your way. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Jacqueline, for a wonderful session.